Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our week ahead readings. Welcome. Sorry these are a little late. I have not been sleeping well this week at all. So I've been struggling with my energy and just the ability to function. But we're gonna have a go. I'm gonna try to get these out. Maybe keep them a little shorter, but still get readings out to you guys. So let's see, this is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the week ahead. You can also cross-watch. You have other timeless weeklies you can check out. You have your monthlies to check out. Okay. And yeah, watch all your placements. And remember to like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and thank you so much if you have. I appreciate all the support and all the love, and I send it right back to you guys. So let's see what's going on for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the week ahead. So in the situation, we have the Magician as the challenge. We have the King of Swords. Crowning you, we have Justice, okay? And the Foundation, the Seven of Coins. In the past, the Queen of Cups. And in the near future, or the outcome, the Page of Wands, the Eight of Swords. I'm going to show you the cards, tell you what I'm getting, and then clarify. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the Four of Wands. So this could be about home matters, family matters, new job, promotion, commitment of any kind, really. Marriage, give you that as well. Stability. So that's the focus. That's the overall energy, the main energy. For some of you, you are dealing with property matters, real estate, and you're, because I'm seeing like working on money, budgeting, talking to the bank, maybe talking to a broker or a legal representative in that regard, or anything to do with inheritance that it has a real estate aspect to it as well. Okay, in the current situation, you're working on something with the Magician. You have a plan, you have a strategy. This is also a lot of meetings, negotiations, putting it all on the table. What do you have to offer? What do I have to offer? How can we make it work together? And that could be with business, that could be with love, it could be with anything. The challenge, the King of Swords, Cancer, bear with me. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy in the King of Swords. So the challenge for some of you could be the legal system in general. Things are delayed, okay? Because I also have the Seven of Coins in the Foundation, okay? So things could be, for those of you dealing with the legal system in any sort of capacity, whether it's inheritance, whether it's processing divorce papers, I hear, or splitting of assets, or even getting licenses and getting permits, okay, even that, or getting yourself certified for some of you. The challenge is things might be taking a little longer than what you thought, or a little longer than what you expected. And it's making you perhaps question, you know, do I still want to do this? Should I be taking a different approach? Should I just be dropping this, doing something else? For those of you on air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy might be challenging, either taking too long to make a decision, taking too long to make a commitment, or they don't want to cooperate in some sort of fashion. In the past, we have the Queen of Cups, and this could be your energy, or it could be another water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then this is, it can be new love, or love flourishing, or it's a time of being open, it's a time of being vulnerable, of giving. So I don't know what happened here. I feel like you're ready to go all in with something. If it resonates vice versa, assign the roles as you need to, but I feel like this is where you're ready to go all in with something. Okay, you're like, okay, let's sit down, let's talk about it. What do we need? What do we have to do about this? Let's figure it out. And you might be dealing with an air sign who's kind of fussy, I hear, for some of you. Focusing too much on detail. You're like, that's not what this is. Okay, we're not at the point where we focus so much in depth. We're at the point where we're just like talking about the general guidelines. Okay, so there's something there. Okay, crowning you, we have the Justice card. So making something official, a contract is on the mind, hoping contract comes through, hoping the permit, the approval, the documentation, the paperwork comes through. But it's also, okay, what do I want to do in this situation? Because I feel like you have been reasonable, you have been patient, and whatever the situation is where this person could be causing delays, or they are taking too long to decide what they want to do, or they're taking too long to kind of catch up with you. I feel like this is someone getting lost in detail. This is someone getting lost in just too much analyze, like this is analysis paralysis with this person. And so you're left in a situation of, well, we're not in the same place. I want to get going with this, and you're almost like looking for problems, or do you know what I mean? It's something there where you're not quite on the same page of how to look at a situation, how to see it, how to perceive it, and how to approach it. So with the Justice card crowning, you're left with a decision to make. Maybe this is someone you're with, maybe this is someone you're married to, maybe this is someone you work with, or you want to work with, you want to collaborate with, whatever the case may be, or someone in your family. And so with the Justice card, you're trying to make a decision, and it usually involves, do I keep investing in this? Do I give them more time? Or do I cut this off because it's been too much already? It's been too long already. It's kind of getting to the point where it's a little ridiculous, okay, is what I see here. Now in the outcome, we have the Page of Wands, and it clarified with the Eight of Swords. So there's someone holding back communication is what I'm seeing here. So this could be further delays. I'm going to clarify, because for some of you it comes up as there's communication of progress. Okay, so you have a message coming through which tells you that the situation is still developing. Okay, they're still working on your application, they're still working on your project, they're still working, they're still reviewing. Okay, so they are not ready to make a decision yet, and that leaves you in a position of, okay, well, I'm still stuck a little bit, right? But with the Eight of Swords, it's like you make the choice. I'm gonna give it more time. I feel stuck, but I'm gonna give it more time. For others of you, this is communication that comes in out of nowhere. You do not see this coming. Okay, and it might be this situation that you're looking at, but I also see like this is something different. So it could be a new idea, or it could be someone proposing a new approach in terms of getting to the end goal, right? So it could be that for some of you, you are able to find a way around the fact that you're not necessarily seeing things from the same perspective, right? One party is like, yeah, let's get it going, that's not relevant at this stage, while the other party is like, no, we need to have absolutely everything figured out before we even take the first step, right? So there might be either someone just says, this King of Swords just says, you know what, F it, fine, let's do it, let's see what happens, right? Because this is a very curious, excited, let's try it, see what happens type of energy here with the Page of Wands, and I feel like that is what is needed in the situation. So let's see. Let's get, you know what, let's just get one more row out on everything. So with the Magician, we have the Moon with the King of Swords as the challenge. Yeah, we have Seven of Cups. With the Seven of Pentacles in the foundation, we have the Ace of Coins. With the Queen of Cups in the past, we have the Eight of Coins. Justice crowning, and we have the Knight of Cups. Page of Wands, Eight of Swords, we have the Seven of Wands, and the King of Coins. Under the Four of Wands, we have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, for some of you, are dealing with someone who has commitment issues, okay, the fear of commitment, because to them, this would be a very big deal. Whatever this is, whether it's to start the relationship, to take the relationship to the next level, to move in together, to pull your resources together, okay? If it's to do with work, it's the same thing, right? Whether you want to team up with someone or collaborate with someone, or this is someone who has to decide who they're going to give a job to, right? To them, it's a bigger deal than it is to you in a way, or they're looking at things that are not that relevant, and it just gets them confused, and that's what they're not seeing. You may be seeing that. Okay, you have the Magician with the Moon in the current situation. So again, someone's like, okay, let's talk, let's get this going, and then with the Moon, someone's just very, very much in their head or in their feelings and very confused. With the King of Swords, we have the Seven of Cups. Again, we have too much going on, and it gets to the point where it's too much, it's too confusing, I don't know what to do, so I'm not going to do anything because I don't want to make the wrong choice. And that's just procrastination, and that's what you've been dealing with, okay? But like I say, to them, this is a very big deal. This is a very big deal. It's a lot to think about, but they're making it a big deal because at the foundation of everything, there's fear. Fear of failure, fear of loss, do you know what I mean? Feel of not being good enough. There was a start to this. I don't know if this is where you prepared to submit the application, or you had the initial conversation, or this is like the conversations you have at the start of something, right? Okay, what would we need? But like, again, broad terms, right? And so to you, it's like, okay, to you, that was the point where you decided, I want to invest in this. And you already started to invest in this, even if it's time, even if it's just thinking about it and coming up with ideas about it. After that conversation, you were like, okay, I'm going to start investing in this. This is going to happen. This is what I want. They left thinking, yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, we covered that. Yeah, we got answers for that. Yes, we have a plan for that. I don't know, though. I feel like I need to do more research. You know, that's the kind of person that you're dealing with. So even though you sat down, you agreed some things, you discussed some things, right, that seemed to be okay, that's the final say so, that's the solution, that's the plan, we just need to get going. You're ready to go, like, okay, yeah, okay, let's start putting in the work then. We've got the plan, that's done. Whereas this person, because of fear of failure, they're doubting themselves, and by association, the project, the idea, the relationship, you, the potential for whatever this is. Does that make sense? Crowning you, we have the Justice card with the Knight of Cups. For some of you, this is the other person thinking whether or not they're ready to make this kind of proposal, this kind of commitment. It could be about marriage proposal. It could be about family matters, because I also see the Empress there, starting a family, adding to the family. And for those of you, you're thinking, do I keep giving to this, or is there a way, or do I overrule them and just go for it myself? Or you've got some decisions to make in terms of the approach. Okay, now in the outcome, we have the Page of Wands with the Eight of Swords, and then we have the Seven of Wands and the King of Coins. So I feel like this can be someone conquering their fear with Seven of Wands over the Eight of Swords. Okay, there's going to be an initial conversation, an initial spark with that Page of Wands there. And I feel like as soon as someone takes a step, it's like they snap out of this confusion. As soon as they take one step, they snap out of the confusion with the Moon and the Seven of Cups. They just snap out of it, right? And they're like, oh yeah, we can do this. Oh, okay, yeah, this feels good. Yeah, okay. And they get their confidence back, and they're like, yeah, we're doing this, let's invest. But I feel like, what's the best approach to get them to take that? Queen of Swords. Okay, so the best approach for you is not to just leave them to it. They're never going to get there. The Queen of Swords is also not fighting and pushing them. That's not going to happen either. The Queen of Swords is have a very rational conversation with them. Speak to them in a way that they understand. Because they're in the King of Swords energy, regardless of what sign they are. They're very much focused on fact, detail, putting things on paper. Okay? So speak to them in a way that they understand. Alright? Very calm, very logical. Emotion aside, respectful, calm, logical. Kind of, it's not necessarily beat them at their own game, but it's rather you understand what they're thinking. You can see the pattern that they're stuck in. They cannot. So it's almost like get in there with them and lead them to the way out by talking to them the way they're thinking, okay, in terms that they understand. Does that make any sense? I hope that makes sense. But yeah, so you could be overcoming some obstacles this week, Cancer, but it's up to you to have this conversation if you want to. Okay, have this conversation. This is a valid situation here. It's got a lot of potential, whatever this is, but it's a case of look at this person. Where are they stuck? It's going to be in their own mind, overthinking, overanalyzing, making mountains out of molehills. Is that the term, the phrase? And it's about you getting in there with them, hearing them out, and then speaking to them in terms that they understand, leading them to say, oh yeah, okay, let's do this. As soon as they say that, this is like the confusion goes away and this is making progress, going in the right direction, starting to invest in this. Okay? And if this is you waiting on a contract or approval or anything like that, it is coming through. You might want to talk to a lawyer just to get a second opinion, just to have someone review the situation and be like, is there anything else I should be doing? Okay? But I feel like it will come through, it will be very unexpected, and it will be in your favor. Okay? So Cancer, that is what I have for you. I hope this makes sense. Let me know in the comments below. Watch your good placements. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.